Hey coaches, welcome back. Another segment of Grade the OC. We're looking at the shotgun WingT install. This is the first year for the install. Right now we're sitting at 4-2. And we are going up against another very tough matchup, very physical team in our conference that had a very prominent running attack this year, a guy with power and a guy with speed, and they had some size that we were worried about as well up front defensively. So as you've been following, we're watching the offense. They got the ball. They drove down the field. They scored in their opening drive. So it's 7-0, and then we get the ball. Okay, great start there. No. I was going to say great field position. Okay, fumble on the kickoff. We give them the ball back. And that was a big boy. So they got speed and power in their backfield. Again, another coach utilizing his talents, putting his players in a position. We get an interception. Here we go. Now, here we go. We got the ball on about our 6-yard line. We had a very interesting script. I remember there was a lot of collaboration from other coaches for this opening script. So that looks like belly, jet motion, belly away. Looks like we got favorable numbers there. Flag, I'm not sure what that was. Here's our quads. This would be our flex loose. Yep, that's right. This was our offensive coach. If you remember, week 1, I talked about I got a guy that helps me in the passing game. This was something he wanted to see. Saw on film that they played a lot of cover 0. So we ran double slant wheel. We motion it to get them trailing. Slant down, we get enough to slow them up here. Exactly how we drew it up. Just can't get the ball on them. So that was a great idea there from the coach. And if you've been watching, this is our deuce formation. Deuce means power. We run power about 85% out of this formation. Here we go. Seeing if they overshift, which you see a lot of numbers to our tight end wing. And here we run belly backside with our H leading up. That's the first time we've shown that. Again, we've noticed on film we like the numbers. Okay, we got the ball. I thought there was a fumble. So we come out with belly in the opening script, pass in the opening script. Man. So they're playing cover 0, which means this fullback, or this linebacker, excuse me, would be responsible for the tight end. Or they decide just not to cover the tight end. Again, something else a passing coordinator helped out with. Wide open. Just slip or something. We get the yardage, but probably could have been another touchdown. Trap. Everyone's yelling power. Counter instead. They are very physical up front. Look at that. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys on the line of scrimmage. They are daring us to throw the football. But that's something that we just don't do a lot of. Probably should have this game. Here we go. Empty. Slant arrow. They get there on the pursuit that time. We don't get a great rub on the arrow. They react, make the play. Here we go. Trips. Going to be QB belly. Oh, that was power. Something was messed up there. That was power with no kick out. So a tendency breaker and a big gainer right there. Buck sweep out of trips. Cuts it up. Trips again. QB belly. Look at that. Look at the tackle. So our right side tackle, which would be backside tackle, look at him take his steps, and he climbs to next level. Now, he don't make a block, but look how he's going down the field on his track. That's a great job. We like to get him in there. I mean, the guy don't make the play, but that's doing what your role. Not giving up 2 yards in the line of scrimmage like some linemen are prone to do. They make their initial block and then they're watching the play. No, he's on his track, being a screen. Nice to see. So score on the QB belly. Kick is good. So we're tied at 7. End of the first. Looks like an interception. We get the ball back. False start. Jet sweep. Cuts it up. Like maybe a little harder attack on the edge, but we'll take that. Couple yards there. QB power. Very similar offenses as far as the schemes go. They ran a lot of power, counters, ISOs. Very similar. Utilized the shotgun as well. So both teams, here's film study. But both teams very physical. Both teams run the ball the majority of the time. Here we are in Gator. They recognize we're trying to run power. Their guy gets there. And turnover on downs. Wow. Yeah, don't leave your feet. Again, they got a really nice 1-2 punch. And then they throw again. I think we get the interception. We do. Deuce, everyone's yelling power, and everyone knows it. They're just beating us right now. Here we go, buck sweep. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Nice. So here we go. Tight end takes. Is he lined up inside the tight end? Yes, he kind of head up. So Z comes in, next level. We kick out the edge. Guard, nice job by the kick out guard. Or the pull lead guard. Don't touch nobody. Where'd we start that out? On like the 7-yard line. It's like a 93-yard touchdown run on buck sweep. That's nice. Extra point. It's good. So it should be 14-7. We got the lead. And they run the clock out. And that was the last play of the half, I believe. Yeah, 14-7. End of the. So we get the ball coming out of halftime. Looking for some adjustments here. Are close, loose. Back to that tight end pass again. Again, we can't catch them with stride, but again, trying to back them off a little bit on defense. Respect the pass. Trap. Oh man, we whiff on the tackle. We're thinking linebacker instead of following our rule. Or we wanted to trap him. Yep, too deep. Our pulling guard too deep in the backfield, misses the trap guy. Oh boy, bad snap. This is going to be third down. Arrow again. So we got a punt. They punt back to us. Trap again. This time we don't get as deep in our leverage. Buck sweep. Penalty. Buck sweep. Counter. Oh man, we missed. Tight end miss coming through. 42. Kind of loses them there. Still decent yardage. Oh, he takes the ball right off us. Yeah, very physical kids on this team. Again, there were some good teams this year in the conference. They score. A penalty? Going for a field goal. Ooh! Just missed it. So we get the ball, we come out, counter. Nice run there. Buck sweep. Yeah, I think our regular fullback went out of the game with an injury. So we had to substitute in at fullback. Buck sweep, but not changing what we're doing. And here's an opportunity for a player to get some varsity reps and make some noise here with the reps they get. QB belly, nice lead through, nice run, wearing them down. Buck sweep again. Should have went out. Should have followed the guard. A fumble again? That's twice he's just taken the ball from our ball carriers. That's a big boy. (14-7). We have the lead gone into the fourth quarter. Oh, big play here on a screen. Missed tackle. Shifty. Again, thunder and lightning they got. Speed and power. Big extra point there. 14 all. 10 minutes left. Here we go. Come out. Trap. QB belly. Great run there. Buck sweep. Buck sweep again. Here we go, back to counter. QB belly. That seems we got something there. It's in the notes. We like QB belly this week. There's our buck sweep pass. Again, a cover 0. So, hoping to catch. Guy grabs. Does a good job not letting him release. And we gotta throw it away. 2nd and long. Trap. And we fall. So we're punting the ball. So we need defense, get a stop here. Incomplete. Whew, got his hand up there. 3rd down. 4th down there, punting. So we're going to get the ball back with about 2 minutes left, 2:40, tie game. Here we go, drive and win the game, if we could do that. Jet sweep. Some miscommunication there. Fullback needs to attack the edge player. He looks inside. And if you don't block the edge player, contain, going to have issues. Buck sweep. Nice run there. Buck sweep. Another nice run. Again, 2 minutes and clock ticking. QB belly. Buck sweep. QB belly. Post wheel. We don't know the ball's coming. So they get the ball with a chance to score and win the game. Nice play. Okay, we are going to overtime here. Great play by the end there. Well done. So they're going for a field goal. He got it. So now we get the ball. Deuce. Everyone's yelling power. QB belly. Stuffed. So we stop our feet on contact here on our X block. And we don't kick out. Nothing there. 2nd down. We need a score. Buck sweep. Nothing. 3rd down. QB belly. Gets in for the win. Again, as we got the drive, I went back in my notes. Every week on my play call sheet, we have a script. And then we have what are the plays we talked about Sunday. What are the plays we think we like. Then we talk about, I also have a sheet during the week when we put our scout defense up, are there things that I notice? I also make a column of what other teams did well. Unfortunately, we see a lot of defensive changes against our offense, but belly was something that kept coming up. Really like belly, really like belly. So you see we utilized it a lot during the game successfully. We just tried it on first down out of the deuce package, and it didn't go so well. So now third down, we come back to it here. And what we end up doing is we block it. I don't know what the issue or what the reasoning was. We don't X block. We double team the tackle. The fullback comes through to lead through. He sees the end there and just sucks in, and the quarterback makes an athletic play, bounces to the outside where no one's there. The X is occupying the corner enough so that he's not in the play, breaks a tackle, and gets in. And 20-17 final in overtime. Really great, again, great high school football game. But again, having that organization, having that thought process before the game, because things are going to happen game night. You get caught up in what's going on, and you spend hours game planning. Don't get away from that game planning. Those are ideas you had based on the film, based on what you thought would be working. Keep that stuff in front of you when you're calling the plays. Keep an eye on that stuff. You know, especially at halftime when we go in and we're looking at what plays are working. We're looking at the call sheet, seeing where our yardage is coming from, and we're saying, hey, you know, this is working, or why isn't this working? That's the time you want to make decisions. You don't want to be making big decisions while you're calling plays, because most of the time you're going to get caught up in something, or maybe something that you thought was happening, but when you went back and you look back at the film and you say, okay, wow, wait a minute, I thought they were doing this, but actually they weren't. They were doing this. You know, you want to make those decisions prior to the game. You want to have that game plan solidified prior to the game, and then minor tweaks, minor adjustments, you make those. But you don't want to reinvent the wheel Friday night. You don't want to reinvent the wheel Saturday night. You want to go with what works, and in this case, when the game was on the line, looking at the notes, we like belly this week. I was also thinking on third down of going back to that slant arrow combo where we were kind of getting the picks because they were playing cover zero, maybe trying to throw the slant. But I figure, hey, you know, coach said we got 2 downs to score. So let's try belly, get close, and then what are we going to do fourth down? But ended up getting there. Again, really great athletic play. Wasn't blocked as it was designed, but what we did worked. Quarterback makes a great play, putting the ball in your playmaker's hands and getting a big win in overtime against a decent squad. So thanks for checking out this segment of Grade the OC. Write what you liked, comment below. What did you like? What didn't you like? What needs to be improved upon? How would you grade the OC in this game? How was the game plan executed? Anything you want to add? Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. It all helps us as we continue to create and grow the channel as much as we can. So thank you, coaches, and we'll catch you next time.